Hi, fifth graders. Today's lesson is lesson 13-2, Write Numerical Expressions. Remember that expressions, let me get my little pen going here. Remember that expressions are kind of like sentences, but written with numbers. So it's a longer number sentence using all of the operations. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. And the I can statement is I can write simple expressions that show simple calculations with numbers. Go ahead and pause the video and push play when you are ready to continue. Make sure that you write the lesson number, the title, and the I can statement on a new page in your notebook. Today's solve and share problem is a baker packages 12 cupcakes to a box. Sean orders 5 boxes for his sister's graduation party and 3.5 or 3.5 boxes for the variety show party. Write an expression that shows the calculations you could use to find the number of cupcakes Sean orders. I want you to pause the video now and solve this problem any way you choose. Make sure you focus on the expression and then solve. Press play when you are ready to continue. Okay, before we go and solve the problem, remember we want to be doing cubes. So the first thing I want to do is circle the numbers. Oh, there's my tool again. So a baker packages 12 cupcakes to a box. Sean orders 5 boxes for his sister's graduation party and 3.5 or 3.5 boxes for the variety show party. So next, what we want to do is underline the question. Notice there is not a question to this problem, but there is a direction. It wants us to write an expression that shows the calculations you could use to find the number of cupcakes that Sean orders. So when we answer this at the end, to restate the question, to answer it, it should be Sean ordered blank cupcakes. So keep in mind, we're not solving the number of boxes, but we want the total number of cupcakes at the end. Next, I want to box the keywords. This one is definitely one you have to pay attention to because there is a difference between one box and how many cupcakes are in each box. So a baker packages 12 cupcakes to a box. We know that Sean needs 5 boxes for one party. He needs 3.5 boxes for another party. And then it tells us to write an expression that shows the calculations you could use to find the number of cupcakes. Again, not the number of boxes, but the total number of cupcakes. Next, I want to envision and visualize this problem. So when I'm doing this, I'm thinking that for one party, Sean needs 5 boxes. His other party, he needs 3.5 or 3.5 boxes. So before I even get my total of total cupcakes, I want to figure out how many total boxes he needs in all. So to do that, I would add those two together. Once I got those two, that solved, knowing I want to do that first, I'm putting parentheses. Once I get that total, then I will multiply it by 12 because that is how many cupcakes are in one box. So 12 cupcakes equals 1 box. Okay, so now I can go ahead and solve the problem. So again, the first thing I want to do is add 5 plus 3 5/10. Remember, I can add a decimal with a 0 Adding a 0 to the end of a decimal does not add value. So 0 plus 5, 5. When we're adding or subtracting, we bring the decimal directly down. And then 5 plus 3 is 8. So my total number of boxes is 8.5. Now I can multiply that by 12. Now keep in mind, when I did this, I used PEMDAS. Remember, PEMDAS is parentheses, exponents, multiplication, and division. Remember, you do those first, and then addition and subtraction, you do those second. And as you're watching me, keep in mind, I'm going left to right. So again, I use the parentheses first. I have no exponents. And now it's time to do my multiplication and division. I don't have any division, so I'm doing my multiplication. So I have 8.5 times 12. 5 times 2 is 10. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 1, 17.